Man, oh man, are these men easy to look at. Welcome to MsMojo, and today, we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 sexiest men of the 1980s. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, a male icon only qualifies if they've reached their peak status as a sex symbol, celebrity hunk, or all-around cutie pie during the specified decade.
Michelle, now, your Aunt Becky and I love you very, very, very much, and we're sorry if we hurt your feelings, but we need to spend some time alone.
Beyond that, any male celebrity who made us sweat, blush, or sigh has been considered. This is part of a series dedicated to finding the hottest men of each decade.
Why, you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerve herder!
Who's scruffy-looking?
Number 10. LL Cool J. Ladies love Cool James, or LL Cool J for short, hit the scene in the 80s and admittedly still looks pretty fine 30 years later. Nothing quite compares to the smooth and charismatic bad boy of the 80s, who helped bring hip-hop via pop rap to the mainstream, and butterflies to our stomach.
I give you a rose, pull out your chair before we eat, kiss you on the cheek and say, ooh girl, you're so sweet.
He gets bonus points for his class act image, and respect for the fairer sex. While Charlie's Angels was a great entry into Hollywood for the rapper, our personal favorite version of James Smith is the one in his 20s, shirtless and staring us down with that bad boy gaze.
I'm the pinnacle, that means I reign supreme, and I'm notorious, I'll crush you like a jelly bean.
Number 9. Harrison Ford.
And the undisturbed chamber and the grave goods that were found in another, in the area give us a...
Old Harry Ford didn't make it big until he was twice the age of LL Cool J, but that don't mean we're complaining. Not every guy can pull off a fedora, but give this man a whip and a hat and we'll gladly ogle over him for hours. Ford's charm goes beyond a cute grin and dazzling eyes due to his ability to play the lovable scoundrel in many of his films.
Stop that.
Stop what?
Stop that. My hands are dirty.
My hands are dirty too. What are you afraid of?
His characters are oftentimes womanizers, with the heart of gold underneath it all. Be he Han Solo or Dr. Jones, tantalizing adventure has never been so fun to gaze at. Number 8. Prince. Prince was an intense sexual force of nature that laced innuendos around every corner of his work, as if his suggestive dancing wasn't enough to get the imagination rolling. A man who can dance and sing will always turn heads in our books, and Prince gets bonus points for a hella fine falsetto and borderline effeminate dance moves. Just like his hair, Prince Rogers Nelson was larger than life and incredibly talented. He'll be missed for years to come, and his work, particularly in the 80s, pushed the envelope like no other. Number 7. Rob Lowe.
Derry, have you seen my DX shirt somewhere? Hey, you gotta wear pants too, buddy. Hey, there's $1 still out there. How about my jeans?
Can we assume that Rob Lowe has discovered the fountain of youth and is keeping it for himself? At 53 years old in 2017, he looks better than most 25-year-olds. But 25-year-old Rob Lowe looks better than just about all 25-year-olds. From The Outsiders to St. Elmo's Fire, his chiseled face and body were the best part of just about every movie he appeared in. And these weren't low-quality movies either.
Come on, I mean, all those guys you went out with, well, Stewie Newman.
Oh, please.
Who else can have a sex tape scandal and still maintain class like Lowe? We're still searching for an answer, along with the next TV series we can watch to get our daily dose of Lowe now that Parks and Rec is over.
Scientists believe that the first human being who will live 150 years has already been born. I believe I am that human being.
Number 6. Kurt Russell.
Call me Snake.
Here's a guy who doesn't make it difficult to drool over. With hair like a lion, eyes that seem to twinkle each time he looks at you, and incredible muscles to boot. Special shout out to Overboard, which tells the unrealistic tale of a blue-collar Russell persuading Goldie Hawn that she's his wife of 13 years after she develops a bad case of amnesia.
And here we are at the old, magic room. Put a lot of miles on that mattress, huh?
Personally, our minds don't need to be erased to fall head over heels for 80s Kurt Russell, making her aversion to him the most unrealistic part in an altogether ridiculous film.
Surprise! A washing machine.
You like it?
Oh, honey, it's so so expensive.
No shit.
Number 5. John Stamos.
Hi, honey.
Hello, darling.
You look mad. Are you mad?
Another celebrity who seemingly discovered the fountain of youth, Stamos was by far the easiest thing to look at in the Full House series. His dark Greek features, strong jawline, and thick head of hair check off all the boxes in the looks department. On top of this, his impeccable ability to interact with adorable little children hints that Stamos would be the perfect father as well.
There's no peanuts. There's no movie, but there's plenty of room for landing outside the door.
He can also sing like an angel and knows how to woo a woman in a way that makes your heart melt. Uncle Jesse sure knows how to make a girl blush without hardly raising a finger.
If the song I sing to you could fill your heart with joy, I'd sing forever.
Number 4. Jon Bon Jovi. Stamos plays one hell of a rock star on TV, but Jon Bon Jovi has managed to pull this off in real life. The crazy hair and radiating bad boy persona complement his shockingly tender voice. And despite being an 80s rock icon, we have our suspicions he's a pretty swell guy. In 1989, he embarked upon a secret wedding with his high school sweetheart, and the two are still married nearly 30 years later. It's tough to stomach the fact that he's been taken longer than many of you watching have been alive, but the guy has a proven track record, which is uncommon in showbiz. Number 3. Mel Gibson.
We had an arrangement. What do you mean an arrangement? You talk to this man.
Forget everything you've seen or heard about Mel Gibson in the early 2000s. Instead, picture an Australian hunk who totally pulls off the mullet look and handles a gun in a way that makes your loins shake. Back in the days of Lethal Weapon, Mel Gibson was sexy in an unhinged but manageable sort of way.
Now I can read you guys your rights, but now you guys already know what your rights are, don't you?
Mel didn't give off a Greek god sort of attractive vibe, but more of an everyman with all the right stuff vibe. It's hard to deny the fact that in the 80s, he was certainly a top-notch catch who was simultaneously down to earth.
I don't get it. What's the matter with you?
What?
Why is there a problem?
There's no problem.
Number 2. Patrick Swayze.
Oh no. I hope it wasn't a masterpiece.
Well, it's not now.
In all seriousness, how much would you pay to make pottery with Patrick Swayze making moves right behind you? What about that sexy lift and dirty dancing? Swayze makes all of these look easy, and the dude could dance like no other celebrity could in the 80s. A man who can wear tight clothing and work it like Swayze is clearly confident in what he's got. And he was just shy of taking the 80s crown despite his dancing prowess. He's the sexy instructor who finally makes a move after weeks of torture, perfectly straddling the line between cheesy and dreamy.
Don't look down. Look right here.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
This is the last thing she'll ever write. She's gonna want to cash in on as many 50-cent words as possible.
Yeah, but she missed myriad on the vocab test 2 weeks ago.
That only proves my point more. The word is a badge for her failures at school.
So slide away and give me a moment. Your moves are so raw. I've got to let you know. I've got to let you know.
Number 1. Tom Cruise.
Just take those old records on the shelf. I said listen to them by myself.
Remember how we said Swayze was just shy of taking the top spot? 2 minutes of testosterone-fueled beach volleyball edged Tom up above the rest of the competition. Risky Business gave us a dorky, charming Cruise, but Top Gun gave us a certified badass, with a six-pack that's off the charts.
Jesus Christ! And you think I'm reckless? When I fly, I'll have you know that my crew and my plane come first!
Well, I'm going to finish my sentence, Lieutenant.
Top Gun isn't the perfect movie by any extent, but it's so perfectly 80s, with the bronzed hunk at the center of it all. It's not easy to be so attractive that no one realizes you're 5'7" for decades in the limelight, but Cruise does just that, and we'd feel the same way if he was half that size.
I'm glad we got that straight.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.